If you're looking for a powerful way to reduce inflammation in your body, I have just the solution for you. I'm going to be sharing with you two powerful supplements that can help reverse chronic pain, inflammation, and completely change the way your cells communicate with each other. Are you ready to dive in? I'm so excited. All right, so in this episode of The Body Shaman, we're going to be chatting about inflammation. What's causing it? What can the inflammation then cause? And how can we actually reduce or eliminate this in the body? My name is Cicely Everson. I'm the founder of Tao Holistics, which is an herbal apothecary and functional medicine practice in coastal Delaware. And my work really revolves around helping you reclaim your role as self-healer and teaching you how to heal your body with natural medicine specific to herbs or plant medicine and nutrients, often found or considered dietary supplements or nutritional supplements. We'll also cover things like food and lifestyle modifications that can completely change the way your health and well-being look today. But that is essentially what I do. And so in this episode, I really want to dive in and just get right to it because I'm so excited. I want to share two of my absolute favorite products for inflammation and chronic pain. Now, these are two products that I use myself personally and find myself recommending to clients over and over and over again because they work that well. And a lot of people who know me and who are used to my work find it quite funny that what I'm sharing are not even herbs. As much as I love herbs, these two supplements are truly powerhouse nutrients, and you want to know what they are? The first one, well, first of all, hold on. Before we even get into what the supplements are, I want to ask you a question. What percentage of illnesses do you think are, well, no, not illnesses. We know that up to about 90% of doctor's visits are stress related. What percentage of inflammation in the body do you feel could be stress related? Now, I want you to think about that for a second. What percentage of inflammation in the body, when one experiences chronic inflammation, what percentage of that do you feel is stress related? So we're not talking about acute inflammation due to an injury or something like that, but more of that chronic, low level, just continually occurring inflammation. What percentage of that do you feel could be stemming from stress? Well, it's estimated that between 70 and 90% of inflammation is driven by stress. That's a staggering number, especially when you consider what I just said, that about 90% of doctors' visits are stemming from stress. And so what is this telling us? It's telling me that as a population, as a society, we are way too stressed. We need to find ways to reduce our stressors and to rewire the way our nervous system is communicating with the rest of our body. And we can't do that by just piling on the stressors. We do that by mitigating the stress that our body is physiologically currently experiencing, and then also reducing the stressors and finding ways to naturally keep them at bay. I mean, some stress is good. It's good for us to have something to provide contrast so that we can feel intrinsically motivated and be able to build momentum around our health and well-being. But chronic stress, no bueno. So let's hop into these two nutrients. And I'm going to share with you why they are so fabulous, how they work, and how you can get your hands on them, either individually, together, or as a part of one of my herbal alchemy product bundles. So at Tao Holistics, I have a complete range of botanical medicines that I formulate myself. I also have an online supplement dispensary powered by FullScript, which is sort of like a shopping mall for all things supplements. And I offer these product bundles because what I found is that it can feel very overwhelming for people to start purchasing herbal products if they're not really sure where to go or what to start with. There are a lot of products that can benefit multiple conditions or symptoms, and so it can become confusing if you're a newbie, and I'm here to help you sort of demystify that. But the product bundles are an easy way to say, I'm inflamed, or I am feeling stressed right now. That's the bundle that I need. They've been expertly curated by yours truly and really put together specifically to help you reach your highest state of health. So, as promised, let's jump right in. Okay, so I've got my notes here to make sure I don't leave anything out for you guys. So let's start with the first one. The first nutrient I want to showcase here is called MSM. MSM is actually short for methylsulfonylmethane, which sounds like a really, I don't know, dangerous chemical or something like that. But I promise you it is 100% natural. It is a bioavailable form of sulfur, the mineral sulfur. And this is not to be confused with sulfur, which is a drug. Some people do have sensitivities to the drug sulfur, but sulfur is a naturally occurring mineral in our bodies. MSM is an amazing way to get an abundance of this mineral, which is amazing for things like in the beauty realm, like hair, skin, nails, helping to trigger the production of collagen. But we'll get to that in a second. So with this being a bioavailable form of sulfur, it is an essential nutrient, not only for healthy skin, hair, and nails, but also for healthy joints, for healthy cartilage. It is a critical building block of collagen, keratin, and glutathione, which is your body's master antioxidant. And so already you can probably see that this one nutrient is a showstopper. It is super easy to take. It is so broad spectrum, meaning that it can benefit so many different things. And I haven't even gotten into the benefits around it being potentially anti-cancer, anti-tumor, soothing to the nervous system. It helps to detoxify the liver. It's an antioxidant. I mean, truly, the list goes on and on. And if you've ever worked with me or even talked to me about anything that you're going through that was remotely related to inflammation, I'm sure our conversation absolutely had to include this one nutrient because it is just that fantastic. So MSM actually supports inflammation reduction by improving cellular permeability. So what does that even mean? Let me explain something. So the trillions and trillions of cells that we have in our bodies must be able to communicate effectively in order for them to work optimally. Our cells have what's called receptors, and receptors are like little gatekeepers that allow very specific nutrients to get in, right? It's like if you've got a VIP ticket to get into the club, to skip the line. So our cells have these receptors that allow nutrients to be received. Our cells also should allow toxins and foreign invaders to exit the cells. But in a normal situation, for most of us, if we're dealing with stress, living a traditional life where we're working and have all of the responsibilities, our cells just are not functioning optimally. And what happens is our cells can get very hardened and inflexible and do not allow nutrients to pass in, and at the same time do not allow toxins to pass out of the cell. That's not good. And that is, in my opinion, one of the reasons that inflammation just accumulates and builds, because our cells don't know how to talk to each other. They're not functioning properly. And so MSM makes the cells more malleable, meaning more flexible, but they also help the cells become more permeable, meaning that nutrients can pass in and things that don't belong can get out of the cell. This is so essential for absorbing nutrients, for getting the antioxidants absorbed at a cellular level, and for clearing the body of toxins. You guys know how serious I am when it comes to detoxifying and cleansing the body systems. Whether you're focusing on one organ at a time or, doing a protocol that benefits full body or systemic detoxification, cleansing and purifying your body is second to none. It is essential. And in the days that we are living in, it is absolutely mandatory if you expect to improve your quality of life and encourage longevity. I mean, it is absolutely that critical. So I want to make that clear. I do sort of pride myself as being like, the detox queen. I know there are tons of people who have expert knowledge in detoxification. And I'm one of those people who can absolutely help you direct your path in terms of where to start, what format or methods you want to use, depending on your preferences and your current state of health and a lot of other factors that can be involved. But I want to make that clear. I want to preface this whole conversation with that detoxification is essential for you to remember as a critical component of improving your health and well-being. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So MSM is so powerful at helping your cells communicate optimally with one another. Now let me draw an analogy. Let's say you're talking on your cell phone and you're on some back roads, maybe you're in the countryside, you're in a rural area where the service is not great. Your call drops. You're frustrated. We're all frustrated when a call drops. And we're like, okay, you're dialing the number, you still can't get through. You have to wait until you get to your destination or to a different area. And what if that takes some time? Some of those things that are beyond our control. Well, just like a cell phone needs a cellular network in order for you to communicate with another person, your cells actually need to be permeable so that information can get in and toxins can get out of the cell. And so they are analogous in the sense that they both depend on signals in order to function properly. Okay, so I want to draw that analogy. I know they are completely different in two different fields, but they both require communication. And no one ever really talks about the importance of our cellular communication. MSM is a gem here. So we've covered that it's anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, anti-cancer. I mean, so many benefits. It helps to cleanse and detoxify the liver. I wouldn't use it as the sole product to cleanse the liver, but it definitely helps to cleanse the liver and really help to slough toxins off of there. And it helps your body to produce glutathione, which is the master antioxidant. That is like the master key or the master light switch that controls like the entire show, right? Glutathione is very, very important for our health and for our quality of life, just for an optimal sense of well-being. All right, another benefit of MSM, this is one of my personal favorites, which is like icing on the cake. It's not directly tied to inflammation, but it helps to enhance your flexibility. Yes, your actual body's mobility and flexibility. And this is what makes this a wonder nutrient, especially for people who are in their 40s and above, where we tend to be more sedentary, not quite as physically active. This nutrient can help improve your flexibility. It also helps to grow cartilage and connective tissue. So it helps to improve the rate at which your connective tissue is strengthened and is formed. And this really helps to create a stronger body. I have personally had clients who did not have to have knee replacements because this was a major part of their protocol. So this is a heavy hitting nutrient that is also very, at the same time, very gentle and very easy to take. One of the classic signs that MSM is starting to work in your body is that in the beginning stages, within the first few days to a week, you might notice what's coined as the MSM headache. And all that means is that your body is getting rid of toxins, and as they exit your body, sometimes they can make us feel a little uncomfortable. This is one of those discomforts, and that is the MSM headache. You can use whatever you normally would take for a headache just for the duration, and then it should be pretty much smooth sailing after that. MSM also has benefits for healing the gut. It can help to soothe the gut lining. It can also help to improve your bowel regularity. Again, I wouldn't use this as the sole product to improve your bowel regularity. However, it is absolutely fabulous. If you're someone who has a tendency towards constipation, and that has been your pretty much your chronic, you've been chronically constipated for most of your life or for a long time, then there are probably other things that we want to bring into the picture, not just getting your bowels regular, but also helping to tone the peristalsis muscle so that your body regains its muscle memory and can signal to your body when it's time for you to go. And also other things like detoxifying the colon. But let's reel this back in and cover these benefits again, because I know there are so many that it can be hard to keep track of. MSM is a wonderful, potent yet gentle antioxidant and anti-inflammatory nutrient that is going to increase your cellular permeability. That means it allows your cells to have toxins leave and have nutrients come into the cell. And this is really what it means to absorb something at the cellular level. But your cells have to be in a position to receive them in order for that to happen. MSM also makes your cells more malleable, meaning they are more flexible, they aren't as rigid, and this helps to improve our flexibility. So if you're someone who has struggled for a long time with arthritis, joint pain, chronic inflammation, just stiffness, your mobility's been affected, and you're like, oh, I wish there was like something I could take that was easy to take that could just like check all these boxes off at once. It's MSM. I highly recommend that you give this a try. It is available in the bountiful size box of my product bundle, which you can read all about on my website at taoholistics.com. I'll make sure that that's linked in the description below. All right, let's move on to supplement number 2. This next one is a game changer, especially if you have had a history of surgeries or you've got scar tissue resulting from an injury, if you even have sinus issues. Again, because this is a powerful anti-inflammatory, if you have inflammation in the body and chronic pain, this is also going to be a gem for you. And in terms of inflammation and pain, if I were to compare this nutrient with MSM, I honestly would link them neck and neck. They're like pals, they're buddies. They work very, very well together. I will recap why they work so well together in just a moment. But this second nutrient is serrapeptase. Serrapeptase was actually discovered from the intestines of silkworms many, many years ago, like in 1979, I believe it was. And it was found in, I believe the Japanese discovered it in the intestines of silkworms. And what they found is that this nutrient, this enzyme, was highly anti-inflammatory. And it actually works by eating up dead proteins in the blood, fibrin, scar tissue, you name it. If it doesn't belong there, serrapeptase intuitively knows how to go in and eat it up. I kind of think of it as like the Pac-Man enzyme. If you're old enough to remember the game Pac-Man, then you can remember what that looks like going across the screen. And that is really what I think about when it comes to serrapeptase and how well it can clean up your body and really improve the way your body's functioning. So serrapeptase is also, it's an enzyme. It's not a digestive enzyme. So let me make that differentiation. We have digestive enzymes that work at helping you digest your food more properly. We also, and those you would take with a meal. We also have systemic or proteolytic enzymes. Systemic enzymes just meaning that they work on the entire body. Proteolytic is a specific subtype. It means that they help to break down excess protein. And in this case, dead proteins that are just sort of hanging out in your bloodstream, don't need to be there, but they're taking up space and potentially causing inflammation and chronic pain. So serrapeptase has actually been coined as the miracle enzyme because of its potency and power. However, it is extremely gentle. You can give it to your children, and I'm not saying give it to your children as a blanket statement, but you can give it to an elderly person or a child. It's very, very gentle, and it usually comes in capsule form. However, because it is virtually tasteless, you can open the capsule and put that in water or beverage or over food for someone who is unable to swallow pills. And just to take a step back really quickly, MSM is typically available in a few forms. You can get it in capsule form, you can get it in tablet form, you can also get it in a loose powder form. I often recommend the loose powder form because it's easier to dose and you can adjust your dosages very easily without having to swallow a few pills, because if you're getting a capsule or a tablet, chances are you're probably going to need to take at least 3, possibly 4, depending on the milligrams. So if you want more information on specific dosages, make sure that you contact me. Let's chat, because I can help you really put together a simple protocol for you to get started. All right, so back to serrapeptase. Any non-living tissue that is causing issues, serrapeptase can come in and really help to eat that up. And it helps to clear out blockages in the body, which therefore is going to improve any kind of inflammatory condition. It's going to improve any kind of pain because it has less obstacles in the way. And it's also going to improve your circulation. So serrapeptase is a wonderful pair, product to pair with MSM. And it's something that I usually do recommend side by side. Now, if you're someone who's like, well, I'm budgeting, or if I only wanted to start with one thing, what should I start with, Cicely? Like, what is it? And what I would recommend is, so they're both pretty nominal. Serrapeptase is, I would say, cost a little bit more than MSM, but it also really comes down to the brand. Now, there are two brands that I love for both of these. So for the Serrapeptase, I really enjoy Arthur Andrew Medical. Love that brand. I use it myself. It's in my house right now, and that's also typically what I recommend to clients. And this is available inside of my online supplement dispensary, powered by FullScript. You can get all those details in the description below. And for MSM, there's actually a couple of different brands that I like. I like the Now brand, N-O-W. I also like a Life Extension. Love Life Extension. High quality, long history. It's great. I love most of the products from the Life Extension brand, and I've been using Life Extension, probably since about 2011. So they're like an OG to me. They really have so many different products that are beneficial to the body and gentle but potent at the same time. So Serrapeptase and MSM are just like this amazing duo that can completely transform your body if you're currently experiencing chronic inflammation or chronic pain. And together, let's talk about how they work simultaneously and how they benefit each other. So because MSM helps to improve your cellular permeability, allows them to be more flexible, allows nutrients to come into the cell and toxins to get out of the cell, they set the stage. So they are like the opener, right? They're like the opener at the concert for the main act. MSM comes in and really lays the foundation and allows your body to be in an optimal position to receive the nutrients from the Serrapeptase much more effectively. And so that's why they work so well together. You've got one that's sweeping, cleaning up debris. You've got another one that's allowing for the nutrients to get into the cells and be absorbed more properly. So this is essentially like a power duo. And again, you want to always think about your preferences when you're purchasing an herbal supplement or a dietary supplement. Do you like pills? Do you like liquids? Do you like powders? You want to know, because you want to be as diligent and disciplined and compliant in your protocol as possible. If you just agree to take whatever just because that nutrient is beneficial, but you absolutely hate taking pills, it's probably not wise for you to get pills unless it's something that you can open and empty into a beverage or a food item. So just want to make that clear. But anyway, wanted to summarize. Remember, up to 90% of chronic inflammation is stemming from stress, y'all. This is not good. This is not good. And I only anticipate that this number will rise until more of us understand that we are very, very responsible for a lot of what's happening with our bodies. I do not lean on the fact that, if we have certain things in our genetics, that we are, just doomed to get them or that it's automatic. I am not from that school of thought. I believe that our environment shapes our health and our well-being. And it doesn't always matter what your genes say. You know why? Because what we put in our bodies and the environment that we are surrounded by, that actually informs our genes and changes the way that they express themselves. So it's not always about where you start. It's about what you are doing in the process and allowing your body to transform and take shape and improve as a result of the things that you're doing to live a better quality of life and to enhance your well-being. That to me is like the ultimate flex. If you want to be healthy, then you, at the same time, you probably want to live longer in a healthier state. And this is the way to do it with natural medicine. So I hope this was informative for you guys. If you are looking for direct help and you're like, I don't know where to start. I want to get these two things, but tell me, where do I start? You can always book a Rapid Remedy e-consult with me on my website. This is a strictly messaging-based consult. No appointment necessary. You don't have to book out a time or block time from your calendar. You'll get a protocol in response to the information that you fill out. You'll get a protocol delivered within a couple of days. We have a private chat where I'll share all the information with you that I would recommend specifically for your unique biochemistry and situation. And there are other ways that we can work together as well. So you can visit me at taoholistics.com, and I'm here to help you reclaim your role as self-healer. You matter, your health matters, your well-being matters, and the world needs you and what you have to offer. So I'm here to help you live your best life and be in the highest state of health possible. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. And have you ever used one of these nutrients before, MSM or Serrapeptase? If so, let me know in the comments. I want to know what your experience was like. But make sure that you like and subscribe. Please share this video with someone who you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.